And for me, one of those defenders has got to be in a position to gather the ball.
Yeah, Rabadan makes the catch at the front of the line out. Julien Dupuy's box kick. Good height, finds the safety of touch. Maxi Palisson takes the short line out to Armitage. Referee reckons they waited too long. No pun intended.
Dans l'alignement, les rouges, s'il vous plaît. Au couloir.
It's been an interesting 20 minutes. It's a lot for the Stade to digest.
They compete in the line out, the turned over possession of the first attempt. Missouf was onto it. There's a Stade player down. It was a big shout. It's Pierre Rabadan.
Well, Samson.
S'il y a quelque chose, j'ai pas vu. OK?
We'll get to see it here.
Non, c'est bon, messieurs. Mêlée. En avant rouge, on reste sur un avant rouge.
Well, there's certainly some interference in the air. Rabadan quite cleverly decided to go down himself, which often can confuse a referee. And the result is we have a Stade scrum. But for me, Stade are maybe kicking a little bit too much in the air. They're kicking a lot of ball away. And it's just not giving them any ability to get into the game, to generate momentum. We only really saw one concerted effort from them, which was actually quite incisive play, which ultimately ended up in Parte knocking the ball on, but they might be better off, better served, keeping more ball in hand.
Front row's got down, but Dupuy gets the ball away. Nice work in midfield. Toulon competing for the ball, just slowing it down. No way through. Dmitry Shajevsky doing his best to help the referee make the decision. Penalty comes.
Well, you know, they're all keeping the ball in hand. And simple play by Warwick just brought Morgan Tiranui short. Ran down Johnny Wilkinson's channel, and the result is they get over the gain line, over the halfway line, and they now have a shot at goal. It looks as if Johnny Wilkinson is in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah. Let's see what happened. Was it a clash? One of his own players. Oh, that can be nasty. Tila Board sliding in, just trapped his ankle to the ground.
It may, to me, that probably looks like a lateral ligament in his right knee.
Penalty attempt, better line, good contact, great kick. Statter on the scoreboard. Wilkinson is still down. That's sad to see. Sad to see for anybody apart from the Stade Français supporters.
Well, I'm sure Michael Checker will be sitting in the stand saying, you know, was that difficult? You know, and it wasn't. Simple play. Look at the power of Tiranui. You know, and while it's unfortunate that Wilkinson has got injured, you know, again, if you have a Stade Français hat on, you know, you just say, look at the damage that someone like Tiranui can do in that channel, so let's use him again. I don't think Wilkinson is going to be fit to carry on here, which is most unfortunate for him. I think we'll see Gitto move into 10.
Oh, he's moving very, very gingerly, getting a generous round of applause at the Stade de France. This could be a huge blow to Toulon. Geoffroy Messina comes in, former Stade Français player. He'll be thrilled to have the chance to have a go at his old teammates here.
Well, this is it's a very sad sight. He's already kicked one incredible ball from 3 or 4 meters inside his own half.
It just seems to be moving a little bit easier as he gets closer to the touchline, hopefully. It's not a serious injury to Johnny Wilkinson. Lots of the Toulon players coming over to wish him luck. Gitto has moved to outside half. He restarts. Stade Français 3, Toulon 6. Paul Saki did really well under the ball there. A lot of tackles coming in from Toulon. Managed to stay on his feet, get the pass away. Maybe ahead of the kicker here. Told to retreat, and he does. Parise the one to compete, and Missouf comes up with the ball. Armitage Great strength from the Englishman. Guiteau gets the ball in field. Lepere was up from fullback in the line. In possession, driven backwards. The ball is loose. Ronchero turns it over to Renui. The pass was just a little bit behind Arias, and it's gone forward.
Well, it's topsy-turvy. Again, I just question the decision by Dupuis to kick so close to his own territory, because really what happened was Toulon ended up winning that ball back again. You can see the slightly different game set that Guiteau will bring to 10. He'll put a lot more width on it than Wilkinson. But again, it was good work at the breakdown by Stade. Very Michael Cheika-like. Turned that ball over, and that was an opportunity for Stade. And again, they just probably put a little bit too much pressure on themselves. They made really sort of difficult passes, whereas if you can just put that ball wide, see what happens, you might be better served.
Good competition and good shove. The ball squirts out. Armitage somehow recovers it. Tila Bourd. Well, he went to pass. The ball's gone loose. Knock on. Advantage for Stade Français. Both sides guilty of some handling errors. Ronchero gets it to Szarjewski. The Stade and France hooker a little bit isolated, as Heyman managed to get his arms on the ball. He has done. The play comes back for the first knock on.
Well, the game is beginning to open up a little bit now. Mistakes on both sides. It has, a lot of the mistakes have come from really strong physical pressure from the defending side. But again, we said it at the very start, whichever set of half-backs and inside backs can get a control on the game and put some structure on it, we feel that both sides will get enough quality ball from the packs of forwards. But it's whichever side can capitalise on it best, build some phases, and just build some continual pressure on their opposition, will ultimately come through for a finish. But as yet, there's no side that has really got that dominance.
Flexion. Touché. Stop. Entrée.
Penalty taken quickly by Dupuis. Arias coming on the burst. There's just a wall of red shirts there. There's a bit of room here if Stade move the ball wide. Tiranui gets it out. Camera up from fullback Paul Saki. Tackled by Geoffroy Messina. Ball slow coming back. It's there for Stade. Szarjewski fancies a little drive. Stopped and pushed backwards by Matt Guiteau. Stade peel away. There's just an accidental offside. Again, Stade errors coughing up possession a little bit too easily.
That's 3 or 4 occasions now that Stade have had good initial approach play. On that occasion, we saw Dupuis take a quick penalty, brought Arias into the play. Arias actually did quite well. He actually pulled up just to ensure that his side recycled the ball. Went wide with Tiranui, brought it back in with Saki, and from that initial ruck, where Stade were in a really good position to sort of build further pressure on Toulon, they just had that unforced error. Takes all the momentum out of the game, allows Toulon regroup, allows them to have a scrum, and Stade have to start again.
Dmitry Szarjewski back on his feet, goes into the centre of the front row. The scrums have been quite messy in the first half of this game.
Touché. Stop. Entrée.
Penalty this time goes to Toulon. And that's 2 apiece now. Heyman getting the upper hand on Ronchero on that occasion.
Well, you can see that Ronchero, he never even got his bind. And as a result, then he just folded in underneath Karl Heyman.
The Soup unable to control the ball in the line out. Advantage for the knock-on being played for Stade. They've turned over the ball here. Toulon competing for it hard. Massoud comes diving in. Dupuis sends the box kick. Saki chasing. Well, did he make the tackle while the player was in the air? David Smith got the ball away to Lepere somehow. Lepere, huge clearance to the 22 the other end. Warwick runs cross field. Camara. Martin Rodriguez, he always looks so calm and so relaxed when he has the ball in his hands. Dupuis needs some support. Got the ball away, not forward. Tom Palmer, good support from the second row. Dupuis quickly back to his feet. Oh, he's just struggling to get the ball out of there. He has it now. Warwick skips Parise in the line. It's a little bit tight on this left-hand touchline. It's still forward ball for Stade. Sharjevski does well, gets across the 10-metre line and pulls the penalty, not released when he was tackled. That's better from Stade Français. Dupuis will have the chance to level the scores.
And again, Michael Checker will be staying in the stand. Was that difficult? And the key difference is that they didn't have an unforced error. They built the phases. Really good work here by Smith and Lepere. Under extreme pressure. That's good thinking, but from there Stade just built the phases, went from side to side. We saw Dupuis have a snipe, but they didn't make a mistake. They didn't knock the ball on, and ultimately Stade gave away a penalty at the breakdown. And you're more likely to get those penalties the longer you hold on to the ball.
Dupuis successful with 1 from 3. Make that 2 out of 4. Julien Dupuis brings the sides level at the Stade de France. Dimitri Sharjevski's moving a little bit gingerly here. The trots back, he's okay to go on.
Dupuis just got his angles better that time.
Stade Français 6, Toulon 6. Pascal Pape tackle just outside his 22-metre line. Christophe Samson slow to get out of the way of Julien Dupuis. Back now. Dupuis wasn't really in any hurry. 2 chasers. Saki almost got up to touch the ball, forced the knock on. So better stuff from Stade chasing Dupuis' box kick.
Well, it was a slightly better kick from Dupuis, but really what made it a good kick was the chase by Saki and Parise. Parise made a huge effort there when you consider he's playing at number 8. And just their presence around when the ball landed just forced Toulon to make the unforced errors. So the game has sort of switched slightly. It was all about Stade's unforced errors in the first 25 minutes. In the last few minutes we've seen Toulon make a couple of unforced errors and Stade tighten up, get a little bit more accurate. It's brought them back to level pegging.
And it's brought a little bit more noise around the stand as well, around the stadium. Front rows went down really before the ball came in. Scrum is just going to be reset.
Flexion. Touché. Top. Entrée.
Dupuis gets the ball away to Warwick. Dupuis comes on the loop. Ball thrown wide. Saki. Well, he got the pass away quickly. It was in front of Gibril Camara. The referees decided it was forward. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Saki seems to accept the decision. You see, it was a nice wraparound move. Warwick, it was a little bit predictable, but you kind of knew Dupuis was going to come around the corner. This is the key pass.
Oh, maybe, and when you look at the lines on the pitch, the referee got that one right, Killian.
Yeah.
Flexion. Touché. Top. Entrée.
Geoffroy Messina running straight and hard was stopped. Gitto, little clever kick through by Matt Gitto. Finds a good touch with the grubber kick.
Yeah, and you can see, you can already see the different style of Gitto at 10. Just worked a dummy wrap initially, then came around the corner from Messina's initial hit, and then just decided to slide the ball in behind.
Well, Toulon bench not looking quite so happy now. This game still wide open. Stade Français defending line out in their 22. Krzyzewski throws, hangs it up there. Palmer, good catch. Krzyzewski pops a little pass up to Saki. Too sure Saki will thank him for that. Another little chat between the hooker and the scrum half. Dupuis telling him, I'll do it this time. Stade used that box kick tactic once again. Parise chasing, ball has gone loose. Lepere caught in possession, hold back across the halfway line. David Smith to Giteau. Bastereau. Difficult man to bring to ground. Bastereau still pushing his way forward.
Yep, good play by, I think it was Morgan Tiranui to Michael Check and Mario Ledesma. I think they're happy. But as you say, Bastereau, he's so difficult to put down. Even someone of Tiranui's power is literally struggling to hold on to him. Stade scrambled well. They didn't make it easy for Toulon and ultimately got some hands on the ball and forced a turnover.
Just under 5 minutes to go to the break. Brilliant time for either side to score. Scoreboard sits at 6 points each. Dupuis got it to Warwick. Warwick had a little bit of a look at his options. Lepere comes across. Saki got up to challenge. Ball went forward off Saki. Whistle blows. Oh, was it his arm or was it his leg? Brioni and Laporte waiting for the replay. Here we go. He's off the thigh in the end.
Well, yeah, it's perhaps technically it's not a knock-on, but I don't think Saki really complained a whole pile.
Touché. Top. Entrée.
Tilabour to Giteau. Giteau straight onto the left foot. Launches the kick into the 22. Saki tending to control it with his feet. Toulon. Chase a little bit lazy perhaps. Gave Stade Français plenty of time to clear, and the clearance almost out of the halfway. Seems like a little bit of the fizz has gone out of the Toulon side, Killian.
A little bit. I think they'll be the happier side. They're the ones that are on the road. If it does end up at 6 each coming into halftime, bearing in mind that they did lose Johnny Wilkinson very early in the game, I think they'll be the happier.
Penalty in the line out. We'll take over the kicking duties here. Difficult to see here. There's an arm.
Yeah, I think it was Pape.
Just pulling down Christophe Samson.
Just interfered with him slightly. Perhaps with his left hand in particular. Good advice from the owner. What are we going to say at half-time? It's Lepere who'll take over from Wilkinson.
Long way out. Oh, certainly had the range. That's a huge kick, but just stayed to the right-hand side. And a little let off for Stade Français before the break.
Well, he certainly has the distance, but the accuracy just left a little bit to be desired.
And there's more off to check the internet to see what outside halves are available on the market.
He's got two pretty good ones. He let another one go north from Toulon to Stade. He's on the bench for Stade today, so he's had plenty.
Monchero just rolls out of the way. Toulon get the ball to pair into the line from fullback. Good work by the number 15, Gitto. Pops it up to Bakis Botha. Tackle low by Julien Dupuis. He did well. Tila Board out to Gitto. Gitto, standoff now for Toulon. Loves to take the ball up to the line. Tila Board swallowed up by Pascal Pape. Missouk, pick and drive, no way through there. Tom Palmer comes in to make the tackle. Sebastian Bruno acting at the scrum half, finds Gitto. Gitto almost slips through the tackle, got the ball away to David Smith. Smith showed great strength to keep his feet in play. The whistle blows. Stade not rolling away. Penalty to Toulon.
Not rolling away, but I think they may have possibly preferred the advantage as it is. The church bells are ringing, so Toulon have the opportunity to end the half. Just see, this is where Gitto was so good. He takes the ball to the line and he always looks to get through, and he's such a small player, he's particularly good at it. Smith does really well here. You can see he's fighting to stay out from touch, and from that ruck Tila Board moved it infield, and from a Toulon point of view, I'm sure they would have preferred another couple of seconds just to see if they could have maybe even got a penalty closer into the sticks. But Gitto has a chance with the last kick of the half to put them into the lead.
Now the sad side of Johnny Wilkinson being helped away. Ice pack on his right knee and right ankle. Here's the kick from Gitto. Sweetly struck. 3 points. Well, Johnny Wilkinson will hear the cheer in the background. And Toulon, with that final kick of the half, have taken the lead. The score at half-time, it's Stade Français 6, Toulon 9.